Hello.
Hello, Tutor Mitch. How are you?
I am very good, thank you. How are you today?
I'm pretty nice. I'm feel better since
Mm-hmm.
last week because I was sick.
Oh, I am glad to hear that you are feeling better. What were you sick with?
Actually, I don't know, Mitch, because I think I got flu. I think I got
Ah,
influenza.
the flu is back.
Oh God. Yesterday, I sometimes I'm feel I have to cough. It's
Mm-hmm,
a
mm-hmm.
dry cough. But I'm okay. I'm okay. Yesterday I was real down. I wrote short story what happened with me last week. I'd like to
Okay.
read for you that
I would
I'm
I would
telling you.
love to hear your short story.
Yes, yes.
So, may I just ask you a question?
Mhm.
Whilst you're reading the story, would you like me to correct you, or do you just want to read the whole story to me?
Oh, I think you can show my mistakes during it's a whole page,
Perfect.
but it's not too much. You can pause me.
Okay,
It's just
fantastic.
it's just I wrote just because try to practice
Hmm, hmm.
writing.
Of course, it's very important to practice writing, and you can only practice writing by writing.
Yes, yes.
Okay, let's get started. Let's hear your short story.
Okay. Hello, Teacher Mitch. Today
Hello.
I'd like to tell you what happened in my last week. It was a beautiful Saturday. I was okay, happy, and looking forward by Andre, my partner. He came to my hometown to visit me and spend the weekend.
Okay, let me pause you 1 second. So
Of
when
course.
you said bye Andre, you must say to see Andre. I was very happy to see
To
my
see.
partner, or
Mm,
looking forward to see my
okay.
partner. Perfect.
On the Saturday night, we decided to eat ice cream.
Mm,
By the way, it's my favorite dessert.
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 No.
While we were while we were talking, I left the fan turned on as on a daily basis.
Mhm.
In the next day, on Sunday morning, I woke up bad. I felt a sore throat and lazy,
Mhm.
and my first thought was, oh no, I spent too much time in front of the fan. Probably I will be okay
Ah.
later or soon.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes, that's perfect. It's perfect.
In the evening, in the same day, okay, on Saturday evening, I was feeling more lazy, tired, slow, without energy to talk with Andre or to talk to Andre. I'm not sure.
To talk to.
To talk to Andre.
You could say to talk with or to talk to actually. So when you're talking with, it means that you're both talking. If you're talking to, it means you are talking. I am talking to him. We are talking with each other.
Ah, okay. With Andre. But he always says me, you are getting older. So normal.
And instead of saying he always says me. You would say he always tells me.
Tells me.
Hmm.
Okay. He always tells me you are getting older. It was early to sleep, about 8 p.m., and I started open my mouth. Andre looked at me, put his hand over my front head, and said, Karen, you not look like good. You are not look like good. It seems a fever. Are you okay?
Mhm. 1 second. When we say our front of our head, right? This piece of our head here is called our forehead.
Ah,
Our forehead.
not front
Yes,
head. Okay.
yes. So I put it in the chat for you just so that you can see this.
Forehead.
This piece over here, this big piece over here, is called my forehead. So when you want to check for a fever, you will
Uh-huh.
feel someone's forehead to see if their forehead is hot. So that four, this word over here, FORE,
Mm-hmm.
four means the front.
Ah, it's the front. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
The four.
Yes. I missed it. Front. Forehead.
No problem.
Yes, and he told me, he put his hand over my forehead, and for me, it was just I was feel tired, and so he asked me, let's try measure your temperature.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, I have this one. It's a digital version. And for my
Mm-hmm.
surprise, I got 37.5
Oh,
degree.
okay. Okay.
Not too much.
Not too bad. So the device that you're talking about to measure your temperature, it's called a thermometer. Thermometer.
Thermometer. Yes. What I said. Okay, yeah.
You didn't
Yeah,
say
I
the
didn't
name.
mention.
So
Yes,
yeah.
yesterday. Yes, I tried don't to looking for on internet to keep focus rating.
Sure.
And Andrea looked at me worried. But we continue having conversation, talk about plants, about
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
travel, but the fever was increasing each 30 minutes.
mm-hmm,
Each after the first measure, I
mm-hmm.
I keep using
You
thermometer, and
Yes. So or you were measuring or monitoring your
my
temperature. So you are monitoring your temperature, which means that you are taking your reading for the temperature every half an hour or every hour or whatever.
yes. But I remember the highest temperature it was above 38, above I
Mm.
think 35.7, 30, sorry, 37.7.8. So we we feel it's under control. So
Sure.
no worries, no worries. Um, in the next day, again
On on
on
on the
on
next day.
on the next day, again I woke
We-
up
You can also just say the next day.
the next day.
Okay, so the next day I woke up feeling terrible.
I woke up, yes, I woke up terrible. Yeah, I woke up with sore throat,
Mhm,
sneezing, cough, tired, lazy,
mhm.
but no fever. It was good.
So, may I quickly ask a question? Were you not worried that it was coronavirus?
No, because in my mind, I ate ice cream later.
Mm-hmm,
It
mm-hmm.
was the weather. It was too much. It was too much hot. So
It was
maybe during
very hot.
during
Yeah.
during the fan, the change maybe affected my
Okay.
health.
Yes. Yes. You said so. Maybe because it was so hot, you were sitting in front of the
Mhm.
fan, and that air can maybe make your face or your nose and your throat get upset.
Yes, but
Hmm.
on Saturday, on Sunday, because I the saw, it was too much painful for me. I decided, okay, it's not a simple
Hmm.
uh, uh,
It's not a simple problem. It's a bigger
yes,
problem.
yeah. So I decided be isolate immediately, keeping distance from Andre fr- and my family.
Hmm.
It was a terrible weekend.
Oh.
In my mind, I was wondering, maybe it's Corona, maybe it's
Aha!
Omicron, maybe
I
it's
should keep
influenza.
quiet. I should just keep quiet.
Yes, yes. The worst moment it was be isolated using all time the face mask
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
keeping clean my hands with alcohol many times.
I hope you went drinking the alcohol.
No, I scheduled uh, um, telemedicine telemedicine appointment. The doctor prescribed a syrup
Hmm. A
for
cough syrup.
a cough syrup
Hmm.
for 3 to 4 days.
Hmm.
So after that, I could feel much better.
Hmm.
For my bad luck, that's it enough.
It's not over. It's not over.
For my bad luck, my lovely Andre started feel the same symptoms.
Uh-oh.
In this case, we knew what was happening with him. He got
Hmm.
highest fever than me.
He got a
Doing
he got a higher, not highest.
higher, higher,
Higher. So it goes
more than
high,
30, mm,
more than 38.
more than 38.
Aha, okay, that's very high.
Yes. Uh, doing his asthma, he didn't have enough air to breathe
Hmm.
sometimes, and he was game over as me. I felt responsible for him. I
I
couldn't
know.
preserve his health. So so that's it, Mitch. That's my short story.
Oh, it's
I
such
wrote
a.
here. I wrote here. What we will do? This virus change we is this virus changing so um, uh, fast. We don't have enough time to recovery. Um,
Mhm.
Actually, I don't know what's the next vaccine. By the way, last Monday,
Mhm.
it was the period I have to take
Go
the burst
booster, the
the burst
booster.
shot. And right
Yes.
now I have to wait. The doctor said me you
Mhm.
have to wait one
Until you're
month.
feeling better. Yeah.
Yes, to take.
Mm-hmm.
Finish.
Yay! So let me just tell you that you wrote very, very well. So you had all the right tenses and your sentences had very good structure. So I could understand you. I knew when you were talking about the past and when you're talking about now. So that is very, very good. A lot of times when you're listening to someone writing, they make mistakes with tenses and sentence structure, such as, having your subject, your verb, and your object. Very simple, but, and you had them all correct. So that was a very well written story. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank
Yeah, I enjoyed listening to your story because you are getting very good at using English very well. So it's a great story and good for practicing.
yeah, I couldn't remember my emotions.
So how do you feel now?
Right now, um, I'm not consider 100% feel okay
Hmm.
because the coffee
You still have a cough.
interrupt me sometimes
Hmm.
during the conversation. But
Do
I'm
you do you have
I'm
do you
feel
have energy? You have energy
yes,
again.
yes. I
Yeah.
feel
So
I feel
so
I keep working.
my mom actually had something similar happen to her maybe about a week or two ago. She was meant to go do some work in another province, and she flew over there. As she landed, she was in contact with someone that had COVID, so she had to
Mm.
fly all the way back home, and we locked her in her bedroom for 10 days. So she wasn't allowed to go out of her bedroom, no dinner with the family. We would
Uh,
put her plates inside her room, then take them out and spray them with sanitizer.
yes, yes.
But it's
But
because
I
we.
think
Mhm.
I think I didn't got COVID.
Mhm, mhm.
I think just
Just a
variant,
flu.
just a
Yeah,
flu. I think so.
yeah. Yeah, and I think, if you looked a year ago, there was no flu. And now that coronavirus is going down, the flu is coming back.
Yes, yes, and we don't have a vaccine. The new version, H3, H2. I can remember H
H232, there's so
and three.
many.
And
Yes, there's
the
there's there's
newest.
gonna there's gonna be a lot more new ones as soon as there's different variants. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
yes, we are waiting the next vaccine. I
So you mentioned you were going to take a booster. So have you had your first and second shot and then a booster shot?
yes,
Ah,
I
okay,
got
okay.
second, and I was planning to got the burst.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
In your case, have you? I'm not sure if you got the burst or not yet.
Not a booster. So we in South Africa, we're only rolling out so far with our first and second shots,
Mm.
and we're still waiting for more of the population to be vaccinated to start doing the third shots. But we had a lot of problems in our country because in the beginning, no one wanted to take the vaccine, and it
Ah,
took
yes.
it took a very long time to get a lot of people to take the vaccine. But then, something also started to happen was that even though most of our country didn't take the vaccine, we did very okay against COVID 19 without the vaccine. So now the problem is there's a lot of people who have said, well, we haven't taken it, we're still not going to take it. So what's the point? So it's very up and down in South Africa, very up and down. But I think when I last checked the stats, let me quickly check here. We were over 60% of our population, which is very good.
Yeah.
Um,
And here they started to distribute for kids.
yes, I've heard that around the world. I've heard that around the world. Oh, so sorry, I actually am very mistaken. We only have 33% vaccination in our country. It's very low. I didn't
Hmm.
realize it was that low.
But
I just looked at.
entire the country.
Yes, in the whole entire South Africa, 33% is vaccinated.
I'm not sure in Brazil the last
I,
numbers,
I'll have a look
but
quickly.
we
Brazil.
are not so distribute. There's some the this. the middle of the Brazil, they got um, they we reach a highest
Mhm.
population, but the north, the northwest.
Okay, so according to, I'm not sure whether this data is correct or
Mhm.
not, but according to the first website that I can see, it says that about 70.6%,
It's
of Brazil is vaccinated. So that's very good. That's very, very good. Yeah, I mean that's double my country. That's twice as many as in South Africa. But like I said, the people here have. It's not that they're against the vaccine. It's just that we didn't have the vaccine, but we were still fine. And now that we still don't have the vaccine, we're still fine. So people are a bit like, well, what's actually happening? What's going on? You know?
yes,
Yeah.
it's totally confusing what we have
Hmm.
to do.
I
And
agree. Do you still have a lot of restrictions, COVID restrictions in Brazil?
we have mm, we have to use we have to keep using face mask
Mm-hmm,
in
mm-hmm.
but it's a I don't actually I don't know what will happen with Carnival. Carnival is so soon.
Yeah,
we have
exactly.
we have we have big events coming soon. Not just
Hmm.
some Lollapalooza event.
Yes,
It's a
small music concert. You're having a
yes.
big carnival. I know, I know.
I don't know, Mitch, what
So,
they will cancel. Not the just the middle. It's a
well, what I've been reading, so there's been some very big events that have been happening, big music events with 20,000 people, right?
we have Rock and Rio this year for this
I
year.
know, I know, I know. And
Lollapalooza is on March, if I'm not wrong.
in March, yes,
In
yes.
March, if I'm not wrong. And Carnival, it's the end of the February.
Okay.
Uh,
So a lot
yeah,
of events are coming. But what
lot of
I've heard
events.
is that you have to show that you've had your two vaccinations,
Hmm. The
or you
card. Hmm.
yes, or you have to take a test 48 hours before you go
But
to the event.
do you believe the the test? I can believe.
It's what's available, right? I have to believe what's available. Do you know what I mean? I have to
Yes,
believe what's
no,
available.
yes, but it's not so. It's not trust
Trustworthy.
the
Not
result.
trustworthy. Yes, yes. And, even the doctors will even tell you, oh, you have to wait and maybe take a second test just to make sure, And then you say, but why do I need to take two? And then what I always ask is, who's paying for those tests?
Ah,
Someone's making money off every
someone's
test you
making.
do.
Yes, I did. I last right now. Oh, last week.
Mhm,
During the appointment, the doctor said to me, Karen, uh, can be COVID or can be not. Uh,
mhm.
I don't know. You have option to do. Uh, you have option to make a test, but
Yes,
we know
to do a test.
to do a test. But we know we don't have testers. We don't have enough testers. We are facing
A shortage, a shortage. Sorry,
short. What mean?
short.
We
So
don't have enough.
short,
Ah, yeah,
yes.
yes.
So short means a little. Shortage means you don't have enough. I have a
You
shortage of water. I need more water.
uh-huh, yes. Yes. So she explained me. I will give you the medicine, even
Mhm.
you have or no, because we have to um, confront your symptoms um,
Yes,
and
you have to treat your symptoms.
to treat. any case you got COVID. So first of all, keep distance, use face mask all the time. That's the first step.
The number
But
one rule.
but I don't know, and it's if I would like, if I not if I would like, if I'm uh, if I must, if I had in my mind, no, I have to be the test. It's not. There's no way to comprove if I got or no. So it's just extra information just
Yes,
for
exactly.
stats. No.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But it's still, I guess, if you were feeling sicker than you are now, then you might need to take the test, right? But if you are feeling like you're not so sick, then you don't need to panic and be like, oh no, I've got COVID. so
Yes.
so I think you're right. You don't need to take the test, but if you think to yourself, I might have COVID, then you need to take a test so that you can feel better. When you look at it, you go, whew, don't have COVID.
Yes. No, but I think I during my when I was sick in my
Mm-hmm.
mind, I know I will be okay, but the
Mm-hmm.
first but I know Andre has a disease. He
Mm.
has asthma, so I will worry. My mother, my parent, they are
Yes,
older,
of
so
course.
I know I can survive.
That, yeah, that's why we put my mom in her room because like I've mentioned, I live with my mom and my grandparents, and my grandparents are old and they are at high risk. And last
Mhm.
year, last year in June, my grandfather and my grandmother both had COVID, and they went to ICU, they went to hospital, so it was difficult for us. So we are very careful when someone is sick. We are like, okay, we are watching you. We're watching you.
Mhm.
but in other news, it was my birthday this weekend.
Yes.
Yes, on Friday it was my birthday. And let me show you what I got for my birthday. Let me show you.
Oh,
I got this plant. Look at my plant.
fall. Beautiful.
It is called a
It's
flaming sword, and it's from Mexico.
it's
Hmm.
I like this kind of it's a flower, but
Yeah, but not shaped like a flower.
yes, exactly. It's a
Yeah.
colorful plant. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a plant that sort of just sits on a table. It doesn't grow very much or very fast, but it has a very beautiful flower, and this flower lasts for about 3 or 4 months. Yeah.
I will wrote you. There's a plant in Brazil called the espada de
Mm-hmm.
São Jorge. It's very your plant remind me this flower, espada de São
Aha.
Jorge, because if you put on Google espada de São Jorge,
I'm
you
looking at it
see
now.
it's
Ah,
a
yes, yes, yes. I know this plant very well. I have
it's a
some that are similar, like
tall
this, with the same
tall.
leaves.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that those.
Congratulations, Mitch.
Oh,
So
thank you, thank you.
will you teach English or will take a rest?
I will carry on teaching English.
Okay.
for for today, I have I think 2 more classes, and then my
Uh,
day is my day is over. And then tomorrow I've got classes the whole day.
okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So thank you very much for reading and telling me your story. I enjoyed it.
Oh, thanks a lot. Keep I will try to write more
Yes, but this
stories.
time it needs to be a happy story.
Ah, yes, yes. I will do change attempt. So bye,
Perfect.
Mitch. Have a good
Bye.
weekend. Happy New Year. New Year,
Birthday.
no, birthday.
Bye.